Now on the answer desk for you this afternoon, today an expert with MIT told reporters we might still be a few weeks away from the peak with Omicron, but it comes a day after several other doctors said it could be sooner.
We have seen an exponential increase in the number of cases, and I'm afraid the model suggests that this will continue a bit further.
Now, Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Mike Savino is joining us live from Hartford Hospital this afternoon. First up, Mike, what does this new forecast tell us about COVID cases right now?
Yeah, Mark, today Hartford Healthcare, they gave reporters a chance to talk with their data analyst, their modeling expert, Dimitris Bertsimis. He said that just what you heard. He thinks we're still a few weeks out from that peak. He does think that COVID cases will start, the increase will start to slow down, but that it will be a few weeks before we reach that peak, which, as you mentioned, is different from what we've heard from doctors yesterday. Even today, a doctor with Yale New Haven Health told me that he thinks that we're at our peak now, and within just a few days to up to a week, cases will slow down. The other thing that Bertsimis said that differed from what we heard from a few doctors, he thinks that the cases, it will take longer for them to drop. He thinks that this will be a more gradual drop, which of course will prolong this surge a little bit longer.
Mike, did any of the doctors that you spoke with give any explanation, any reason why they are, kind of sitting in different situations right now, different predictions where it stands?
Yeah, and first, it's important to note that these doctors pointed out it's not like there's a huge difference here. It's not as if Bertsimis predicted that we're still months away from that peak. But of course, even a couple of weeks can feel different, and this is certainly not news that we wanted to hear in Connecticut. Some doctors were looking at what we're seeing in places like South Africa, for example, which was the first place where they detected Omicron. We saw cases rise very quickly and then come back down very quickly because of the contagious nature of this variant. But Bertsimis says that he looked more at Denmark, where the vaccination rate is higher. So we saw it take a little bit longer to reach that peak and for a little bit longer to come back down. And that's why his model is a little bit different. I'll have more on what he said, including what that could mean for here in Connecticut, coming up on Eyewitness News at 5.
Well, any idea that a peak is close is certainly a bit of good news, Mike. Thank you very much for that.
And